to start off with him, really. I mean, first 20 minutes, not bad, eh?
Yeah, no, it looked like we got a real player, eh? First involvement, he even looked sharp, and I radioed upstairs to Willie and just said, like from there, I know he'd dropped the ball there, but his movements, the way he moved, he just looked kind of smooth on it as well. So, and that was probably just a little bit of excitement at the beginning because he's been dying to get out there and play. Like I say, with him coming a little bit later, he's been here what 6 days, had 2 runs, so his hamstring just got a little bit tight. But the impact he had on the game was outstanding. I've not seen an half have an impact like that on a game for a long time, to be fair, for the start. And then I thought Rob Louis just grew in confidence on the back of it because he's just taking the pressure off Robbie. And I thought Robbie was by far, I thought, standout tonight with the way he managed the game.
How is his hamstring? Was he
Yeah.
just like tightening up and
Yeah,
get cramps?
yeah, that's more us just being precautious. That is, yeah, he just went. He come back from the try and just said, "Oh, my hamstring's tight," so we just said, "Right, get him off," because it's not for this game that we need him. I mean, he made a massive dent in that game, to be fair, in Leeds, but it's the middle eights that we want him for. So after 5 days, obviously with the flight and then the training, maybe that's just caught up with him a little bit. So it's just us trying to be smart, really.
So it'll be all right for the next game.
Yeah, it's fine. No dramas.
Just in terms of the next sort of 7 weeks in front of you, this result, and obviously defending the league with 12 men with relative ease, must be a big confidence boost for the lads as well.
Oh, massive. Like I say, the boys have been good all the way through the season. They've always been on the same page with what the club's been going through and what situations we've been faced, but they've stayed very strong as a group, and even when we've lost, like I say, they've always come in wanting to improve and wanting to get better. And I think that resilience shows when we're down to 12 men and how hard they still want to work for each other. Just came to the fore, really. And like I say, it's just us building on that and taking it forward. And if we complete sets, we'll trouble any team, and we completed really well tonight. And every time we've completed, we've been in games or we've won the games 9 times out of 10. So that's the key for us.
Any prospects for any of the injured lads back for the next game at all?
Yeah, there should be quite a few coming back, to be fair, which is another big plus. And obviously with the signing of Joey, that gives us something else as well around the spine, and the fact that he's played with Jackson and he's already got that combination as a starter. That's really good for us because at the moment, look at Woody. I mean, Woody was outstanding again today, but he's done another 80 minutes playing at 9 and 7 for us as well, where if we can spell him a little bit and look after him, we'll get a little bit more out of Woody and get the best out of him.
So Joey will be here for the next game, will he?
Yeah, Joey will be here on Sunday, I think he arrives. So he'll be here, and then the next couple of weeks are going to be about kind of fine-tuning things and getting a lot of kind of detail into kind of our attack and build on that.
It may sound daft, really. It won't be the first time I've sounded daft, it won't be the last either. Is it perhaps helpful at this point in the season, the fact you've not got a game next week, you're not straight onto another game with like new players coming in, players coming back from injury?
Yeah, because it's going to give us a little bit of time to work on a few things, work on a little bits of detail like in our attack and bits of detail on our defence. We've not been able to really touch D for, if it's that long I can't remember, but we've not touched it, and we kind of try and pride ourselves on kind of how hard we work for each other in defence, but we've just not been able to touch it because we've just been worried that people will get injured, and we've only had 17 players fit. So hopefully now with players coming back and new guys coming in, we can build on that and get some really serious work done, and then hopefully that gets shown in the eights.